week number 10. We just got back from New Orleans at Oysters South. Awesome time. Got to see a lot of old friends. Got to make a lot of new friends in the Oyster game. We are back. The river closed on us, sadly. It's just the way she goes. So it looks like we're not going to be making it to the Charleston Wine and Food, but it's going to give us a lot of time to catch up. New lines, and what we are looking for when we're picking these new lines is, see this guy right here. It's got a lot of fin. You can hear it kind of crushing on there, and it's just a little heavy. Density should be at a 1/6. This thing is kind of close to a 1/3. So what we'll do, we'll put it through the tumbler, get it nice and clean, and put it out in some new clean gear. Since it's winter time, fouling really isn't too bad on these stuff. But with spring coming, we're gonna get everything that's a little over-densified. So when we go pull the oysters, you can see that it'll come out like this. We basically pour the floating bags into here. This has got different sized holes, and it also washes them at the same time. If it comes out the end of the tube, it generally needs about 3 weeks. Some of the stuff right here, it's been shaped in the floating bags and it's got a good kind of uniform shape. It just needs a few more weeks to fatten up, really depending on the time of the year. And since it's spring is coming, it'll be quick. This stuff, it's absolutely gorgeous. Back into the 18mm floating gear, just because, I don't know, because I think next year I'm not going to be able to do that. Everything's going to be systematic. And if this is the one last time I get to use that 18mm gear, I'm going to use it. And these oysters are going to turn out so pretty. So spring really does grow like some of the prettiest oysters, and it's fast. But so if this is the last time that I get to use that 18mm gear, I'm gonna use it. We are hiring people for spring. If you do want a job, send an email to crystalcoastoysters@gmail.com. Yeah, a lot of fun. Just got finished sorting and tumbling all of the oysters that came out of those floating bags. We are basically, it turned out to be really pretty stuff. That's why we like the floating gear. It shapes it, as you can see. Just check this out. Everything that comes out of those floating bags is thick. It's got a uniform shell. This stuff is actually, it might be going back into those 18mm bags. It's pretty standard looking stuff, and our mortality right now is 0 basically on that. Some of this stuff right here, this stuff will go into bottom cages and give them a few more weeks. It will be some pretty markets ready for the half shell. Then we will bring it right back out over there. So this is the HQ in Mill Creek. We've got, when we bring stuff out, we keep our markets right there actually. We've got a floating farm kind of back of the river over there. And then for when river's closed, if you can see, kind of farther out there, is going to be a new lease that we got. It's 9 acres of developmental stuff. Everything that came out of the second hole and the final hole, we were able to put into these bottom cages here. We've got 3/4 inch cages, actually 1/2 inch cages, and then an inch cage over there for the ones that were markets. Try and put them in clean and low density. These guys are probably going to have to get sorted and tumbled again, or depending on how poppin' spring is, they might be harvested directly out of here. Now, tumble brain feels right there.